The reason why detachment is so magnetic is because of the concept of quantum physics. Quantum entanglement basically says when two objects come into each other's orbit, or they come into contact, the moment they come into contact and interact with each other, when they're far away from each other, they're still affecting each other. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have an ex. And we all know everything is energy. Everything is vibrating. Everything in your environment is literally vibrating. You just can't see it, okay? Because it's vibrating so fast. Everything is made up of electrons. So you and your partner come into contact. You have a relationship with each other, and somehow it just doesn't work. One person breaks up with the other. Something happens, right? Then you guys split. You have the illusion that you guys are separate from each other because we live in a 3D reality where there's separation, there's separation in this 3D reality. But if you go into the quantum field, everything is connected. Nothing ever really separates, but we get the illusion that we are separating. So go back to quantum entanglement. You and this person come into contact and then you break up. Now, we know everything is energy, correct? So every single time you are talking about that person, every single time you are thinking about that person, every single time your energy is being, projected onto them, whether or not this person is aware of it, they are feeling it on an energetic level. Now, this is why detachment is so powerful. And this is why every time you end up detaching from somebody, like really detaching, I'm not talking about you're trying to artificially attach on the surface, but deep down you're ruminating, you're thinking about them, you're trying to figure out what are they doing? Are they dating somebody new? Where are they? Are they thinking about me? When you do that, you're sending energy to them. Think about telepathy. How many times have you thought of a person and then they ended up texting you or you bumped into them? There is no such thing as a coincidence in this reality. This 3D reality creates illusions in our mind to think that everything just kind of happens and nothing has meaning, but there's meaning behind everything because energy it's literally the language of the universe. So whenever you detach from somebody and you pull your energy back into yourself and you start spending time with yourself and you start spending time on hobbies and you start spending time on making yourself feel better, hanging out with your friends, going on vacations, doing yoga, exercising, cooking, painting, when you do that, the energy that you are giving your ex is coming back into your auric field. Okay, this is your auric field. So every time you feed yourself, when I say feed, I mean spiritually, emotionally, physically, you're doing all the things to charge your auric field, that energy stays in your auric field. But every time you lay in bed or you're sitting there and you're wondering, what are they doing? Why aren't they talking to me? Are they going to reach out to me? When you do that, imagine your auric field pushing energy outward and it's going towards them. Because again, in quantum entanglement, because you've been in contact with them before, your energies are connected. This is why you have to literally become a spiritual master in the sense of alchemizing your energy. Why is it that every time you detach and you fully actually detach and you're not thinking about that person, they always come back around? Because they don't feel your energy anymore. They don't feel it anymore. And when people don't feel your energy that has always been there, they start to wonder. They start to think, where is this person? Why do I feel like my energy field, I don't feel their energy coming into my energy field? This is why detachment is more powerful than anything in the world. That's why it's so important to take all the energy that you've been sending out to everybody and bring it back into your field. Because when you do that, number one, you start becoming more self-confident. Your self-esteem goes high. You start creating rather than living in lack. And you end up charging your auric field in a way where when people come in your vicinity, they feel it. Have you ever walked into a room or somebody walked into the room and something about them just drew your energy towards them? It's energy. It's not always the person being just attractive. People think that people being attractive is what draws energy in towards them. Sure, that might be true, but we really don't understand the magnitude and the gravity of when somebody has an energy in the sense of they're pouring so much into their energetic field. You feel that. You feel that whether you're aware of it or not. So whenever you want to think about your ex and whenever you want to ruminate about them, check yourself and remind yourself you're depleting your auric field by sending the energy in your auric field to them. They feel it whether you want to believe it or not. So call back your energy. And the best way to do that is literally, number one, grounding yourself. How do you do that? Sit in a space where you literally Start your breathing exercises. You do your, box breathing, whatever type of breathing you need to do. Close your eyes and try to envision all the energy that you've been sending that person back to you. Literally imagine all the energy that's been sent out is coming back into your auric field. And when you start doing that, you start feeling more grounded and you start feeling like you're more in your own element. So stop ruminating about your ex. I know it's difficult, but it's very doable. Every time you think about them, every time you whatever it is, any type of energy that you're putting towards them, they are picking up on it, and even if they're aware of it or not. So stop doing that. Draw back your energy, and always remember, quantum entanglement is a real thing, and the law of detachment is extremely magnetic.